Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you would like to get a message from the cards, come on in, get comfy, and we will get started in a minute. Before I do though, I want to say that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also listed links to my social media and all of the decks I've used in the reading today. So if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you can. If you want to search the decks I'm using for your collection, if you have one, if you want to get yourself started, all of that's going to be in the description. And I am doing a bonus reading for this video, so if you want to hop over to that and see what that's about, there'll be a timestamp listed as well. So I hope you guys are doing well. If this message finds you, it is for you. It will be in divine timing, so when it is meant for you to find, you will. And yeah, let's get started. We're gonna start with our oracles and see what the basic energy for this reading will be. The tarot is going to be a clarifying energy, what's going on, how we can use this energy. We'll clarify what we're seeing with the tarots as well. And maybe I didn't explain that very well, but you'll see what I'm doing. You'll see what I'm doing with it in a minute. So let me get our oracle cards out, and we'll see how this reading goes. So let's go. Okay. So to start with our oracle reading, we have the oracle's gift. Okay. We have intention. Okay. We also have the seahorse, watch and wait. Okay. And we have the Lady of the Mirror, which represents reflection and non-judgment. So immediately, what I'm seeing from all of this is that there is a blessing incoming to you. There's something you've been waiting for in your space right now, and it has been growing. It has been working to manifest itself in your space. You've placed your intentions on something that has been growing, and it's starting to manifest. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor come to pass. Okay, it's been very slow. Remember that you've had to really work this. You've had to work on this. Okay, you've been incubating. You're a mother hen incubating her eggs, right? Yeah, you're a mother. Yeah, you've been working on creating things, and now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. Your intentions and the energy you put towards this thing they're starting to pay off. Okay. There is something being given to you, and I'm going to interpret this as something that will be very positive. It's certainly, this work has been affecting your emotional balance. I'm getting there because of the cups imagery in this. There's, again, I'm going back to the fact that the intentions that you placed, you put your intentions out there, they're starting to manifest, right? It's been an emotional time. Okay, again, cups imagery, that's how I'm getting there. Yeah, it's been an emotional time. And you've been asked to wait, to be very much in a holding pattern right now. Again, because whatever it is you're trying to create is in the incubation stages. It's still building, and your level of patience has probably also been tested, right? This is where you have been asked to probably do a lot of inner work. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and going, this is testing me. I don't know if I deserve this. You're probably thinking, wow, whatever this is, I've got a raging case of imposter syndrome. Okay. And I'm thinking, at least an example that I can give you from my personal experience is that when I started my business, my website, didn't think I could do it, didn't think I deserved the right to try. That's imposter syndrome. That's getting up in my head. And that's where I had to really learn and reflect and think about, did I truly deserve this? Yes, I did. Okay. Do I need to be judgmental of myself right now? No, I don't. Because the point is, I intend to try. It's building, and I need to be patient with myself. Okay. Likewise for you, you might be thinking, well, I don't deserve this blessing. I don't deserve what I'm getting right now. Maybe you do. The truth is that you do. Whatever it is you've placed your intentions on, the universe is going to help you get what you're wanting. The universe is going to help you get what you're wanting. You have to look at your reflection in the mirror and stand in non-judgment of yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's get into excuse me, let's get into our tarot reading for the morning. How can we help incubate our blessings at this time? Because we certainly have them incoming. It's just we need to let them grow, and yeah, we need to let them grow. So let's see what we can do in the meantime of our intentions coming to pass. Okay. All right. So I can go there. Okay. So the first card out for this, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to represent cycles and the idea of being in a movement is what I'm trying to get to. If you're feeling on top of the world, you're probably going to end up feeling low. It's okay. That's a natural part of the cycle. And likewise, if you're at the bottom, you're going to come back up to the top. Okay. Yeah, there's a cycle of movement being represented here, and perhaps when you first started this process, when you first laid down your intentions to do this thing, you were very excited, you were very happy to try, you were very very much willing to put in the effort, and that's important. That's very good. Okay. But maybe eventually you got to the point where you're like, well, now I'm not so sure. Don't shrink in on yourself trying to do this. Okay, because when you make yourself small, you're obviously you're not going to play big. You're not going to play big enough to achieve what you're hoping for, right? So don't shrink. You might be here, but don't shrink yourself, because your dreams need you to play them big, right? Okay. Um, there is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Okay. Two cards coming back out here. We have the Ace of Wands. I like that we get this card now, because to me, this Ace of Wands represents the opportunity to spark something new. Whatever it is coming out, come on, they don't want to come with me. Whatever it is that you're starting here, whatever it is you intend to do here, it's new. It is very new in your space, okay? And you have the opportunity to really let it get tall. By that I mean you really have the opportunity to fan the flames in this. I think what you might be experiencing in terms of imposter syndrome is like, okay, I know I can get this fire started. What I'm not so sure of is the sense of control. Maybe I'm not as in control of this as I'm thinking I am. Well, right now you really don't know, because it is starting fresh. It is starting new. And whatever this is, again, needs a chance to be fed, to be incubated, to be to be fed and incubated. So don't let yourself put out the fire before it's lit, right? Um, there's the Ace of Fire, but we also have the Three of Wands. So again, be patient here. You are in a holding pattern, and you do need to do some planning, because there will be an opportunity for you to try. Okay, there will be an opportunity for you to try, but right now, like I said, you're in a holding pattern, and whatever blessings are meant to come to you will. Okay, so there's the Three of Wands. All right, let's see some hidden and clarifying energy. We have, as our hidden energy, we have the Six of Coins. So I'm sensing there's a desire for you to want to give back. There's a sense of desire for you to want to give back. There's a sense of desire that you want to be able to help as much as you've been helped. Okay. And typically this card is about reciprocity and favors granted. This is about striking in, for you personally, this may be about striking a balance between how much you give and how much you receive. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's leave that there. That basically, for that hidden energy, there's this desire to be giving, right? But you probably feel stuck right now. Again, going back, I'm getting some spider imagery from that. You probably feel stuck, and that you can't get out of this rut of really not being able to do what you desire. Okay. Again, though, you will be able to do what you want to do, but your intentions and your actions are kind of in a holding pattern right now. Again, maybe you feel stuck by that. Don't stress. Don't fret too badly. It will happen. It will happen. Okay. So that's our hidden energy. Clarifying energy is the Eight of Coins here. You have worked very hard to you've worked hard in the past, you're working hard now. You know, it's, excuse me, you've been diligent and aware enough of what you need to do, okay? Except that it's hard. I mean, look at what this character is going through. Look at her hands. Look at her feet. This this character has really put in the work. Okay, um, they put in the work because they also know that the reward is going to be very, very good for them. The reward is coming, but right now the holding pattern has been, yeah, the holding pattern has been a little bit tough to deal with. Okay, um, let's see why we're seeing what we're seeing in this first part of the reading. Um, hopefully this is resonating. It certainly feels now that I never intend to make these videos about myself, but this is something that I'm relating to quite a bit right now. So let's clarify. You know what? Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why are we seeing what we're seeing? First card out, we have the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of smarts, a lot of observant nature to your personality here. You're very protective of what you have built so far, which is good. But I feel almost like saying you've blocked a piece of yourself that you need to get back in touch with. Okay, because you're very much like, nope, nothing coming in. You have to drop the swords. Okay. Again, there's a piece of you that you might have lost touch with because of your protective nature. I don't think this is being protective and nurturing that sense of loyalty to your friends, your family, whatever it is you're loyal to. I don't think that's bad. But when it gets to a point of you being so protective that you're blocking things off, I feel like you lose this opportunity. Okay, and it keeps you stuck in this web of feeling grody and weird and like, yeah, being stuck is not fun, right? I mean, you know what that means for you, right? But I think like getting in touch with parts of yourself that you may have blocked off might help you move along a little bit. Take your time, be kind to yourself, but also know that you have some things reflecting back at you that you may be ignoring. Okay, so this is part one of why we are seeing what we are seeing in the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see another card for the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you watched my last video. I literally pulled these two cards in the last video. Getting back in touch with yourself is going to help you illuminate your truths. Okay, illuminate your sense of authority over your personhood. Okay, typically, if I'm remembering my Rider-Waite deck well enough here, typically the Hierophant represents spiritual and religious authority. I've also read somewhere that it represents orthodoxy, that kind of thing. To put a personal spin on it, you know what's right for you, and you know how to move forward based on that. Okay, here's another way of putting that. This card represents your values and your morals. and you want to act in a way that aligns with those, right? Um, again, because potentially you've blocked parts of yourself off, perhaps this is what you've lost touch with, and this is why you're starting to feel trapped, okay? Especially trapped in this low part of the wheel, okay? Um, just remember, though, that the Wheel of Fortune is a cycle, and so once you get back to yourself and your personhood, you're going to start coming back up, okay? Let's see why we are seeing the Ace of Wands here. Okay. Okay, the Ace of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands. There is a sense of needing to take action, especially when whatever it is has us feeling some kind of way about it, right? Um, to me, because it's of the fire element, I will always interpret this as what strikes the spark in us, what makes us feel intensely. There's something in your situation that you're feeling very intensely about, okay, and that's probably triggering a lot of thoughts, certainly, triggering a lot of thoughts, triggering a lot of emotions, and potentially because you're in this holding pattern, you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I really don't know what to do with this. Okay. That the stuck feeling has you feeling really bad, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to see it done. But there's a sense of needing to take action. Okay. And let's see. Interesting that it's fire. Again, there's something you're feeling really intensely for. Okay. There's that. That's the Knight of Wands. So let's see something else here. How do we channel this intensity, right? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. This is probably part of the trigger of why you're feeling stuck. Okay. And immediately I'm hearing there is some chatter going on around you that's starting to really get you worked up, right? This chatter could be about whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're working towards. You're in a place where you feel supremely protected of yourself. Okay. Again, I'm getting with the Queen of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me finish my thought here. You're feeling very protective because of the Queen of Swords. You're feeling things very deeply and very intensely because of the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And you're having to defend yourself, specifically against this chatter. There are people who are like, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do here? Okay. What I find interesting is that right at this point you have air and fire. There are a lot of thoughts in your head that you're being fueled by your thoughts. And it might not be the most positive thing you're experiencing right now. Air and fire, and I'm getting to that because air and fire need each other to keep going. And what I mean to say there is that fire needs oxygen to burn. Okay, and there's a lot of air and a lot of fire. If not a lot of air, at least a lot of fuel for your passions right now. Okay. Let's see the Three of Wands. What's going on here with the Three of Wands? We're in this holding pattern. We're feeling potentially stuck. Why are we seeing the Three of Wands? Okay, we are seeing the Seven of Swords come out for the Three of Wands. There has been some deceptions in the past, or there will be some deception down the line. Um, Ultimately, you're being called to watch yourself. Please watch yourself a little closely here. Because whatever you intend to do, there could be aspects of it that probably aren't the best, but there may be aspects of another person who may have genuine intentions, but who also might have ulterior motives for wanting to help you move forward. Okay, be careful. Just please be careful. And remember that you cannot carry everything. Okay, you have 6. You're trying to carry 6 swords here. You're trying to carry a lot, but you can't carry everything. And sometimes, yes, reaching out to a person may be helpful, but you also want to be careful. Okay, now, yes, we have the Queen of Swords coming out as well, but remember I said that there's a part of you that needs to get back in touch with who you are, so that you can allow whatever this blessing is to come back. I've shown you those a lot. But it's true. If you block part of yourself off, you block the part that may be accepting of blessings coming in, right? Okay? Just be careful right now. You're in a holding pattern and you are planning things. But maybe watch who you're spreading out your intentions to. Okay? Yeah, because of something's going to end up hurting you. Okay, whether you do it by your own design or whether this is someone external from you, be careful. Now I know why the Queen of Swords is coming out, because of your smarts, your observant nature, you're potentially starting to see that people in your space, at least some of them, might not have the best intentions for you, and whoever you may be trusting with this dream, with this thing, might not have the best intentions for you, but may cause you to feel heartbreak over this when their true face is revealed. Okay? Be careful. Please be careful right now. I know this is something you've been desperately wanting, but it might not work. It probably will, because you will make it happen. Okay? Just be careful right now. Be careful right now, because your dream is still in its infancy, and it is, I don't want to say it's fragile, but if it doesn't work, what might you need to do? Okay, let's see why we are seeing the 6 of coins here. What will we clarify? Aha. Now, really quick before I clarify the 6 of coins, I feel, because this 3 of wands character is climbing a ladder, I feel like the trigger for some people, especially if they're resonating with the 7 of wands and the 3 of swords, I feel like there's a tendency towards for some people to not really be okay with you glowing up, with you trying to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. And just because the interconnectedness of this is why the 7 of wands is coming out. That's probably what you're taking action on defending yourself against. Okay? You've been burned by people in the past, and that's kind of where I'm hearing the chattering come in. And you've learned that you have to be careful with your dreams, especially if you want them to come to pass. Okay. Hoping that makes sense. Let's see. Okay. Let's see the Six of Coins energy here today. Why are we seeing the Six of Coins? First of all, we have the Knight of Coins coming out. So in this, we're taking measured action. Um, taking measured action to get to get grounded again, to get rooted. Okay, because remember, I talked about how intense the fire imagery is. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay, we're working really hard to lay down new roots. Okay, because something in our past has had us feeling extremely ungrounded. Okay, thing to remember is that the coins are associated with the element of earth. So it's going to take patience. It's going to take effort. But we are laying down new roots and things are growing. Because we're in a holding pattern, we have had a lot of contemplation to make. And we've had a lot of contemplation, a lot of things to consider. Again, look at the characters. He's contemplating what to do with this resource, right? That's where you've been. And again, you've had some decisions to make. You've had some things happen to you that you've needed protection for. Okay. So ultimately, though, you're working on getting grounded again after this. Okay. Getting grounded enough that you can start this flow of reciprocity again. Okay. But also, nose is itching. I'm going to take this confirmation that I'm correct here. But also, you got the Ten of Pentacles coming out too. That is amazing. That is gorgeous. And I'm saying it like that because blessing. This has taken a lot of work to get to. Okay? That is beautiful. That is absolutely stunning. Okay? I'm saying it like that because this flow of reciprocity, you're able to give. You're able to do this now, right? Once you lay down roots, once you start weeding out what isn't good for you, and I say weeding on purpose, actually accidentally, because of this growth. You know, the weeds and the brambles might come in, but you've worked hard to keep the soil clear, and now look what's growing. Look what's growing. You have what you need to take care of yourself and others and still have plenty beside that. Okay? Okay, that's clarifying the Six of Coins. Let's see the Eight of Coins. Clarify that, and then we will move on to how can you best use what we're seeing right now. Let's see some hidden energy, clarifying energy. Okay, the Knight of Cups is coming out first for the Eight of Coins. This is because you're working so hard. This has probably also brought up a lot of certainly a lot of emotional turbulence, but this is also the kind of thing that you are very much in tune with. Okay, you know what you're thinking, you know how you're feeling, you know what you're feeling, because you're able to tap into your emotional intelligence a little bit better. But you've also maybe gotten a stronger rein on your impulses. Okay. Again, this is a card that came out in my last video. But I mentioned that there's potentially there's a potential for you to act on impulse without thinking first. And it feels like you've gotten a good handle on that, okay? Gotten a good handle on it because you've had to work your butt end off, okay? So there's the Knight of Swords, okay? Also, just a bit about you potentially as a person. You're very open-hearted and very generous, okay? You've certainly been that way in the past, but now you're sort of closed. You've closed the door a little bit on being as open book as you used to be. And again, going back to the Queen of Swords, that may be part of the reason why you feel like what you're working for is not moving on as fast as you need it to. Keep trying. It's basically, you're working hard. You're bringing up a lot of emotions in you, but you know what it is you're feeling, why it is that you're feeling it, and how you're processing what you're feeling. Hopefully that makes sense. That's the first part. Second part, Tower in reverse. So there's definitely been some things that you've had to come through. Okay, and again, hold on a minute here. Again, it's had you feeling some kind of way, right? If this were upright, this would be a sudden change. Disaster strikes, things you don't expect to happen. But in this case, I'm going to interpret it as the damage is done, the disaster has happened, things have fallen away that have not been serving you. And now you're seeing this foundation, you're seeing what's left of this building here. Building. You're seeing what's left of this building here and going, you know, I don't have this building anymore, but I still have the foundation. I still have the topsoil it's built on. I still have some things to rebuild with. Okay. So again, whatever it is that you're working towards, it will happen. But things are coming out of your life, or being squeezed out of your life, that aren't serving you. And, you know, again, summarizing all of this, okay, it's brought up emotions, it's brought up a lot of thoughts, but you're working past them. I believe you're working past them, and you're getting to a place where these beautiful, amazing things that you want in your life are going to come to pass. Okay? So, first of all, let's take a water break. It feels a bit heavy, and I would just want to remind you that if you're not hydrating, now is your time to do it. Cheers. Clink. Okay. So, let's see what comes next. What comes next? What is in the cards for you today? Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, okay. So first card to help you with the current energy here, we have the Lovers. Now you do have some choices to make here. Uh, you you do have some choices to make. And I feel part of this holding pattern that you're in has required you to weigh the pros and cons of your situation. Okay. Um, Generally, I do see this card representing a new love or romantic entanglement you might be stepping into. Um, it can mean that if that part's resonating with you, yeah, hopefully you know and understand what that might mean, especially if it's in a romantic sense here. But I do see it being a choice to make, because there are pros and cons to every situation, and what it's going to mean to you if you are resonating with that. Okay, so there is the Lovers. There's your choice to make. How do we best make that choice? Okay, tap into your High Priestess. Okay, do some reflecting, do some introspecting, follow your gut. Okay, if a situation feels too good to be true, it probably is. It's probably not the best. Remember that you have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. So just keep an eye out. Okay, keep an eye out. You have some choices to make here too. Okay, so there you go. Okay, there's your High Priestess. Draw that card as in energy. Okay, we have. Yeah, I think this is the Wands. I haven't used this deck in a while, but I think this is the Ten of Wands. You're going to have some responsibility attached with whatever this situation is for you. Okay, and this is going to be. It's going to be a lot, but you do have skills and resources at your disposal to help you bear the weight of this. Okay, this cat, I probably this cat's like, I'm fed up. Someone help me out here. You might be in that same you might be in that same experience where you're just like, no, okay, here we are. I'm tired. Somebody help me here, right? Again, like I said, you have the capability of bearing this responsibility, okay? Because you certainly brought it on yourself. I don't mean that to sound condescending, but remember that you've placed your intentions in a certain path here. You're working on it. You're making a lot of effort, and it's certainly come with a lot of responsibilities. Okay. So there is the Ten of Wands. Okay. Now let's see some hidden energy. 3. Okay. Here's the Three of Pentacles. So cute. Our hidden energy is the Three of Pentacles. So you're having to balance, and yeah, you're having to balance a lot of energy here. And yeah, balance. The thing that's coming out is balance. Okay. Balance. Your balance. You're again going back. Let's take it from the view of having choices to make here. You have a lot to weigh out right now. Doing these thought processes, or making these thoughts come to pass in your head, you've had to, okay, you've had to ask for help, but, can you trust the help you're getting? This is where, reflecting and really making sure you know who you're asking for help from, all of that makes a difference. Okay, all of that makes a difference. Okay, so is it really getting to the heart of this card? I don't know. Um, again, balance is coming through quite strongly. Okay, so yeah, there's the Three of Pentacles. Finally, we have the, is that 8? Yeah, that's 8. We also have the Eight of Pentacles coming out again. So there's some work, there's some effort to be done. Again, you have a lot on your plate, but you're making it work. Okay, you are making it work because of because of the reflection, because of trying to knowing that you need to ask for help and reflecting on who it is that you're reaching out to. Okay. Again, I hope this is making sense. Ultimately, I think whatever it is you're working towards, you want it to achieve. You want to achieve it. And I feel very strongly that you will get there. Okay. Let's see our final, let's see our final portion of this reading, and then we will go into the bonus. And then let's see what else comes out for us. So, okay, stay where you're put. Nope. I'm drawing cards for the bonus reading, and one of them doesn't want to stay on the pile. So, I also don't want to have to stop the video to pick it up either. So, stay. Anyway, so let's see final portion of this reading. Okay. To start, we have the moon. Part of this is not clear yet. Part of whatever this journey you're on isn't clear yet. But, it's okay to be unsure. Be kind right now. Be kind to yourself, because you have made progress. Even if you don't see it yet, you have made progress. Okay? You will make progress down the line. You just need to give yourself a chance to get there. Okay? So there's the moon. Okay. Let's see this card. Okay. You also have the Page of Pentacles. So you're learning what it means to put down roots again. Okay? Because you've had so much, you've had a lot of conflict. You've had a lot of conflict, and a lot of that has had you feeling some kind of way about it, right? Yeah, you're learning how to put down roots again. Okay, so that is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we also have, we have the card for Death. You've done all this work, and now you're transforming your space. You're transforming your energy. It isn't the same anymore. Okay, it isn't the same anymore because you've lost people along the way. You've taken a lot of initiative to, again, weed out what's not good for you, right? And yeah, you've taken the time to weed out what isn't good for you, and now you're whatever it is you're growing doesn't look the same as when you initially started, but it's making space for new things to grow. Okay? Let's leave it there. Okay. Let's see some hidden and clarifying energy for this portion of the reading. Okay. Haha, we're back to balance. Here's temperance. Okay. A lot of this has had to come back in balance because it's been so crazy and off kilter, and it's a lot. You've been through a lot, right? Yeah, you've been through a lot, but you've worked on maintaining your balance in this situation. Okay, that's our hidden energy. Clarifying energy, please. And you're in a place now where you're learning to open the door on your heart again. Okay. Yeah, you're learning to open the door on your heart. Okay, let's leave it there. I hope that makes sense. Ultimately, I'm seeing there's some very beautiful energy in your space. It needs a chance to grow. It needs a chance to germinate. But I do think that with everything you have at your disposal and the things that you need to do for it, now that you know that, I think you might be better equipped to move forward with it. Okay, so let's get into our bonus reading. We're going to start with our oracles, and for that we have the Rose's Kiss, we have the Magic Prayer, interesting, we have the Sandpiper Spirit, being playful, and we also have the Fire Prince. So this represents optimism and aggression. Okay. Immediately, my tendency towards this is to go to a romantic sense, simply because we have that, we have the rose, we have the implication of kissing, intimate connections like that. What's interesting here, I'm going to say, because we also have this prayer card coming out here, my thought here is that you are, you're coming into a space of being very close with yourself. Okay, it could be a romantic relationship coming through for you if you're resonating with that. Maybe your tarots are going to clarify that, but right now, I wonder if it is a romantic partnership that you're starting here. We have this playful energy with the Sandpiper Spirit here, but we also have, I'm going to say, we have this intimate connection. This prayer card, to me, possibly could mean that this is something you wanted in your space. You've looked for someone to share yourself with, okay? To share yourself with, to be completely open-hearted to, okay? Be careful with that. Please always be careful with that. However, there's been some things that you've had to move past. You're optimistic that this is going to work, right? But you can't, there's some things that you've had to work towards. Okay, you've had to work some things out. I'm seeing a lot of fire imagery. So if you're coming from the main reading, some things in your past have really got you feeling some kind of way. There could be something going on right now that's like, I want this 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 relationship, this connection here, but I need to tamp the fire down a little bit before I can move ahead. Okay. Wonder if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it does. There's a bonus oracles for our tarot. We have the card for death coming out again. Again, if you watched the main reading, you'll know where it came out earlier. Okay, we also have the lovers. We also have the sun. Interesting. And we also have the Five of Wands. I do think this is a romantic connection you're trying to build here. Okay. But in order to get clear, because I don't really think you're sure about this, I don't think you're sure about this because you have a transformative energy to this, especially where it comes to handling your emotions here. Remember, this is aggression. An element of this card is represented by aggression. Okay. There's some things you need to work on transforming. Okay. Especially if it helps you get clear about the choices you need to make. Okay. Unfortunately, right now, while you may want this romantic connection with someone, there's some conflicts, whether these are internal or outside of you. There are some conflicts that need to be addressed. Okay. So yeah, there's the Five of Wands, and that is our bonus reading for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw in the main portion or in the bonus reading, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and bell buttons so you can stay in the loop. I try to make these videos every week. Sometimes I don't always get there, but I'm here for you most weeks. Yeah, like, subscribe, all of the buttons, everything's in the description. So I hope that you will join me again next week for a new video. In the meantime, guys, I love you. I will see you soon. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.